everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back. We're doing a best of one Strixhaven draft. Ooh, Kazmina. Well, that's a fun one. I think we should probably take this. It's not that busted, but it's a fun one. Otherwise, some really good cards in here. Flunk, Shock, and Deadly Brew are all amazing cards. Arguably better than Kazmina, but Kazmina is more exciting of a first pick, and it's so late in the format, I think it's more fun to do exciting card drafts, so we'll take the Kazmina. And other good cards. This pack is just full of good cards. I like Pigment Storm, Lash of Malice, Fractal Summoning, and the uncommons. Alright, sounds good. Follow-up pick. Well, we could take Field Trip. Burying Books is probably the right pick, just because it's blue removal. Good black removal in here, too. But Burying Books is very good in this format, too. Deals with all the big tokens. Mentor's Guidance is also good. But I'll go Burying Books, especially if we end up Quandrix. It's hard to find spot removal. And it stays on color with our first pick, so I'm cool with that. Ooh, this is a good one to get past. Quandrix Rare. Otherwise, we could take the Pledge Mage, which is also very good. But we'll take Kiana and Imbraham. I like getting both of those options. And 2 rares that make Fractals is pretty cool, too, actually. I like that. All right. Ooh, Time Warp? Yeah, we'll take that. Take an extra turn. Taking it over Burying Books. Time Warp with Planeswalker, too. This is starting to shape up to be pretty spicy. So we'll take it over Pledge Mage and Burying Books. And be happy about that. All right, options here. Well, we've got quite a few. Field Trip, Pledge Mage, Pop Quiz, Intro to Annihilation, Campus. I mean, all of them are good. Might just take the Field Trip for the Learn. Intro to Annihilation, though, is good. It's good to get the lessons. It doesn't contribute to the deck, too. Pledge Mage is always solid, but I think it's probably between these 3. Get the Learn lesson synergies going. I think I'm going to go for the lesson. Like I said, Quandrix usually has a hard time finding removal, so having access to a catch-all is pretty good. I mean, both of these would be great too, and the Quandrix Campus. A lot of goodies in there for us. We'll go with the lesson that almost assuredly will be useful for us. All right, here I'm comfortable taking the Negate. It deals with a lot of things in this format, and otherwise it would probably be like an Intro to Prophecy or a Bayou Groff or something. And Negate is cool because it's a Mystical Archive card as well. Okay, here looks like a miss. I might just take 20. I could take the Adventurous Impulse. You know, there's a chance it makes the deck. All right. I suppose it makes more hands keepable. It's good with Serpentine Curve. All right, we'll try it. Might make more hands keepable. All right, Eureka Moment's very good. I feel good about taking that here over Pest Summoning. I mean, we have all the ramp now. Now we're just looking for the big payoffs. Could take Aerialist. Probably not splashing Deadly Brew. I guess we could take Aerialist. It flies. It's good enough. A little more of a beatdown card, but I'm fine with taking it there. All right, good opportunity to take the Fractal Summoning here. Otherwise, Reckless Amplimancer is a 2-drop, which we currently don't have, but Fractal Summoning upside is quite good, so we'll take it, especially in these colors. All right, kind of a miss here, too. I think we'll just cut the blue card. I don't want to play it, though. I don't think Symmetry Sage is very good. I feel like a bit of a miss here. We can take Pledge Mage. We don't have any 2-drops. Could buy us some time we might need. It's good with fight spells, actually. So it's playable in Quandrix, especially if we don't get the stuff we need in terms of 2-drops. But Quandrix Campus, great late pickup there. Tangle Trap, we're playing best of 1, so I guess even in best of 3, I don't think I've... That's not true. I have sideboarded into it before, but not very often. So Brainstorm, do we have Shuffle Effects? I don't think that we do. There's a Shuffle Effect if you ultimate. No, I'm not really feeling it. So could do Amplimancer's not an exciting first pick. Could just do the Pledge Mage. Something to ramp into. Solid body. Otherwise we're like Splashing Command, which is okay. Splashing Flunk, which isn't bad, especially since we're light on removal. Very light on removal currently. I mean, we could Splash Flunk. Otherwise we could just take the Pledge Mage since we're a little bit light on creatures as well. Alright, we'll just take the Pledge Mage, I think. It's probably early enough where we could have considered going for Brainstorm, but that's alright. So, Hoffrey Ghostforge is very strong, but we're quite a ways away from splashing that. It is very good, though. Just makes all your dudes have to die twice. It's really strong. Could take the Cram Session. It's not bad. It gains life. It's a 2-drop. Gives us some value. Lets us search up our lessons. There's Eureka Moment in here. Anatomy's not bad. Archway Commons allows for some splashes. I like Wormhole Serpent. It's a way for low removal decks to just win in the late game, but I think I'm actually going to go Cram Session. Get the 2-drop spell that lets us dig into our toolkit. Gain some life, buy some time. It's pretty good. Could do Fortifying Drought. Could do Arcane Subtraction. Could do Springmane Servant. Might do the Subtraction for more learn lesson value. And it's like randomly a combat trick too. I'm alright with that. Kelpie Guide is very good. And Abundant Harvest. It's a weird card. Let's just take Kelpie Guide and be happy about it, 'cause it's a very powerful, awesome card. Symmetrist is very good. I feel good about taking it here. It's got the reach. Really good if we end up with some big fatties. Alright, Field Trip is very good too. I like Field Trip. I like Killian a lot too. Or Pest Summoning, but I'll take the Field Trip. There's stuff to ramp into now, so I feel good about it. Like, helps the Kelpie Guide plan. Randomly triggers Pledge Mage, I guess. Ramps us into Pledge Mage. Oh, here's a good one for us. Serpentine Curve, nice. It's going to make, yeah, that looks good here. This is kind of something that is going to help the power level of our deck. Intro to Prophecy, we'll take another lesson. We don't need anything else here, so I'm alright with that. Amplimancer, solid. Not solid, but playable 2-drop. Something our deck needs. We only have one 2-drop creature currently, so we're going to need some early survivability. I think our late game is looking pretty decent now. Still very removal light. I actually like Wormhole Serpent. I'm going to take it. Could take the Snakeskin Veil, but I don't have a ton of things I need to protect. I do like Snakeskin Veil, but like I said, Serpent wins games. Deceptively good. It also blocks well. We have all the ramp. Why not? All right, I'll take... Whoops. Wrong click there. I'll take the Servant. Might make the deck. It's not particularly good here, but it buys us some time, which I feel like our late game's not that busted yet. There's certainly decks that are going to have better late game than us. So Curate is actually good with like Curve, but I think I'm actually going to go Subtraction just because we're so removal light, and we at this point have, what, 3 lessons, so that's not bad. Don't need any of these. We'll take the worst card, which is probably Pupil, I would say. Vortex Runner is great. It's a good way to finish some games. Works well in the deck as well with like Eureka Moment and Field Trip and stuff. Alright, Charge Through. Don't really need it. Alright, Memory Lapse. Actually not bad, but Wandering Archaic is actually proven to be very good. Cultivator would be good. This is like our pack. It's got so many goodies in it. Trickster, Field Trip, Amplimancer, Eureka Moment, Snow Day. We'll take the Archaic just because it's very good. But a lot of goodies in there. Tendrils, something we're definitely looking for. I'd like the Environmental Sciences too, but Tendrils, since we're so removal light, I think makes the most sense more than Mage Duel. Especially with the life gain aspect. Ether Helix is very good, but I might want the Mage Duel just for more hard removal, but Ether Helix lets us get goodies back. It also kills big tokens. Mage Duel just has the added bonus of being more efficient than Ether Helix. So I think for efficiency's sake, I'm going to take the Mage Duel. Ooh, Quandrix Pledge Mage is very good. Honestly, Biomathematician looks really good in here too. We have a fair amount of Fractals, but Pledge Mage is just so strong that I'm going to take it here. It's one of those cards that just gets explosively big, and then they can't do anything about it. Well, here's a big game changer. Quandrix Command. Nice pickups. In the same pack as another Devouring Tendrils as well, but pretty easy Quandrix Command. This card is one of the better cards in the format. Very, very good. Another Mage Duel. All right, well, we're getting all the goodies now. That's sweet. In the same pack as a Needlethorn Drake and a Leyline Invocation, both of which we want, but yeah, definitely taking Mage Duel, getting more removal. Looking pretty good. Here I think I'm going to take the Campus Guide. We've got, you know, it makes more hands keepable. It's a solid playable 2-drop. Lets you find lands when you're a little land light. And I like it. I think it's good. I might take another Field Trip here. I guess we only have 13 creatures, but we do have the Fractal Summoning as well. Got a fair amount of 5-drops. Admittedly, we don't have that many fatties, but I kind of want this Field Trip. Might be wrong. I just really like it. Oh, well, now we got another one. I'm going to take Eureka Moment for the card draw. Could take the Amplimancer. How many 2-drops do we have? Amplimancer, Pledge Mage, Campus Guide. So just 3 2-drops. I guess we could do another Amplimancer just in case we don't have enough early game going. Witherbloom Campus. We're not going to splash, but I'm not going to play this, and I'm not going to play this, so I guess we'll do it. Archway Commons, big play. We don't have that much removal. Maybe big play gets in there. I don't think we're splashing Deadly Brew. Ooh, late Biomathematician is a great pickup for us. Don't need any of this. Ooh, second to last pick, Needlethorn Drake is a great pickup. All right. All right, we got a lot of cuts to make here. Let's see. Probably Adventurous Impulse feels like an easy one to cut off the bat. Removal, we're looking at kind of... I mean, we only have 3 lessons, so probably don't need all to learn because we have 2 field trips too, so we can at least cut 1 subtraction probably. I think I like Cram Session more than Subtraction because it don't have to target. I mean, they're both good, but I feel like I prefer Cram Session. Life gain can be quite useful. We have to make 7 more cuts, 16, like 17 creatures almost. I mean, we can probably cut a couple creatures. That should be easy enough to do. Servant can go. It's kind of... We're gunked up at 3 anyway. I kind of feel like cutting the Aerialist. It's actually a fine card. It's just... I don't love it here. I don't love it in this deck. I might even be able to cut more creatures because we've got Serpentine Curve. Kazmina's kind of a creature too, kind of. So really it's like we've got 16 right now, and it's more like 17, maybe 18. Even though we only have 1, we have 3 cards that can find it. So we can at least cut probably a couple creatures. And if I were to cut a creature, it would most likely be maybe an Amplimancer. Could cut the Pledge Mage too. Pledge Mage is good with our fight spells, but I don't like that you have to cast an instant or sorcery to let it attack. An Amplimancer can just get in there without that downside. And Amplimancer still fights reasonably well with a Mage Duel, so might just be the Pledge Mage. Feels like an easy card to cut. I still have to make 4 more cuts, though. Removal-wise, we might be good without the big play, because I've still got Tendrils, 2 Mage Duels, Command, that's 4, 5, Honestly, we probably could use more removal, and big play is perfectly fine, but I'm thinking this is okay to cut. Little gunked up in the 3-drop department. Though jumping to 5 is definitely good for this deck with the Serpent, Pledge Mage, and Wandering Archaic. So I don't mind playing 2 field trips. They also help the Kelpie Guide Vortex Runner plan. This is legitimately difficult deck to cut for. I could cut Negate. I really like Negate, but I kind of feel like we're doing other more important things. Like, we're removal light, so I'd rather have removal spells than counter spells, especially counter spells that don't deal with creatures. I could go either way on that. I mean, Negate is very good. It's just I need to find cuts. And I'm going to have to cut. I need to figure out what I'm cutting here. I could see maybe cutting the Eureka Moment. I really like it. I do really like Eureka Moment, but cuts need to be made here. And I'm not sure what else to cut. We still have to make one more. I kind of want to keep my 3 learn spells because we have the 3 lessons, so it kind of works out evenly there. But I do need to make one more cut. How many actual Biomathematicians? I feel like too good to cut. But so is removal. I'm definitely cutting the Pledge Mage. All of our 3-drops are just really good. There's no way I'm cutting Biomathematician, is there? How many Fractals do we have? 1, 2... I guess we only have 3. We have a few Fractals, but it feels like we should cut one of our 3-drops. And honestly, I think the Biomathematician is the weakest one. I'm not even sure on that. I just like Field Trip because it gives us more access to do things. Toolkit plus expand our mana base. I don't know. I could go either way on that. Let's add our lands. I'm kind of okay with doing both the mana rocks here. The one that actually fixes and the one that's just like a green land that enters tapped and scries. I just like this, the campus. The campi. They're good. Alright, so more green than blue. We have double blue. We have double green. Probably, even though Field Trip does search up a green, I could see still probably wanting to do an extra. No, I guess, yeah, probably still doing the extra green, but we want to do 8 there. I guess it probably works out to be 9/9 anyway, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Alright, I'm satisfied with 9/9. This deck looks pretty good. Honestly, ended up with enough Quandrix removal, which is one of the harder parts for this deck to do. And I like it. I think it looks cool. I don't really have any big issues with this deck. Yeah, I don't have any major issues with this deck. It looks fun. So we'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. Okay, it's a good keep. Do we dig up a land with Campus Guide? Maybe I don't have to make that decision just yet. I'd rather go Drake into Pledge Mage. Maybe I should have done the Amplimancer in hindsight. Better beater. Whoa, Mavinda. Jeez. So unless we draw land, I'm gonna have to do guide finding forest, I guess. Oh, that's interesting. Alright. So we'll get a forest here. And technically we can do Quandrix Command plus Mage Duel. That's pretty good. So guess I'm gonna do command. So we'll do, yeah, I guess we'll do command. Problem is I kind of have to do it now-ish. I guess I could just Mage Duel. Alright, I'm alright with that. I could have done Quandrix command. Might have been better. Because it would have let me, I guess, bounce the Pledge Mage. Because they still get 2 damage in here. We'll see. Oh. Wasn't expecting that. Oh, Professor's warning to give indestructible. Alright. That's alright. Not the worst. They have 1 card left. It's acceptable. I would have done... what? I don't know what my opponent was thinking there. So let's play a couple Amplimancers and then pass. So we'll have to take another hit from the Pledge Mage here, but that's alright. Oh. That's pretty good. Well, at least they're out of cards. So we'll take 9. So we can do command. So we'll bounce the Pledge Mage. Buff this. We'll do Mage Duel. And getting for 7. Alright, now we can attack. I think I'm just going to do Bury now, in case they have, like, Beaming Defiance or whatever. It's just a safe way to do it. Because if I play Archaic and they have removal, they just kill us, so I feel like this is a safer way to do it. Alright, we'll see you for the next one. Alright, let's keep Amplimancer and a Pledge Mage. Not a bad start. We don't have any value for Pledge Mage right now, but it's cool. Got a good turn progression going here. I might be okay trading here. Because otherwise I'd have to take beats for the next 2 turns. And I don't love that. Sure. This is potentially very good for us. If Pledge Mage lives, we get to go Field Trip Mage Duel, which is definitely a good turn. Uh-oh. No, it's actually going to work out okay, thankfully. Alright, so we go land, we go field trip. And I think we're going to get the intro to Annihilation so we can deal with the sparring regimen. Then we'll go Mage Duel and kill that. And get in for 5. So could actually take out the creature and get in for 5, or could take out the sparring regimen. I mean, they're both pretty good options. I feel like taking out the creature here though, but then they draw. I'm gonna go for it this way. This might not be the right way to do it. It's just I feel like if I don't do this, I don't love how the race goes if I let them draw and just get the sparring regimen. Like, at least now they have to do a little bit of work, I guess. And I guess we have Wormhole Serpent too, so we'll see. Can do the Archaic. Can do the... I guess we'll just get in for 5 here. And then we'll do the Serpent. That way I can... Huh. Maybe I was supposed to do Kelpie Guide Amplimancer there, actually. Could see that being correct. It's going to make things more challenging. Well, Drake's cool, so let's go Drake plus Amplimancer here. That's going to put us in a pretty tough spot now. Well, kind of threw away their eager first year there. So we're still... Oh, wait. Do we kill them? Oh, we do. 3, yeah, wow. Oh, wait. No, we don't. Because they have the Relic Sloth blocker. Let's see. One shy of both these, so I guess we just do this. Alright. Upkeep Scry is okay. Hopefully they don't top something here. Uh-oh. Ew. I don't like that. Well, if it's an instant or sorcery, we get to copy it. Probably. Can't imagine they have great attacks here, right? Yeah, I mean, they have an instant or sorcery, we copy it. That's cool. Oh, that's a good trade. I like that. Strict Proctor, alright. Ooh, Imbraham, okay. I can get the reach creature for now. So, probably just attack with the Amplimancer. And then play the Symmetrist. If they double block, I'll kill the... Guess I could have threatened lethal attacking with both, but that's alright. We'll do that, and then we'll do Symmetrist. Very close to lethal here. They bottom, that's good. So, we can make our Wormhole Serpent unblockable. And our Master Symmetrist puts them in a pretty tough spot because they can't just single block it based on this board. And they missed there. It's pretty slick. Awesome. Stole the game there. Alright, we'll see you for the next one. It's a keep. A little bit on the slow side, but we're keeping it. It's a good draw. Well, we'll go for it. Heated debate? Sure. Guess we can do Kazmina here. I feel like it's good on an empty board. So I feel like we could use a 5th land here too. Heated debate? Oh, Masterpiece, alright. Well, that's okay. Mage Duel. I'd rather have a land. I mean, fighting is awesome, but I think it makes more sense to get a land. Possible. Can make a 3/3 Fractal next turn. That's pretty good. Oh, nice. So what can we do with 5? Guess we scry. And we need this 6th land. 6th land, it's not bad. It doesn't really change anything here. It does allow us to continue land drops, though, which, based on the clunkiness of this hand, might be a good idea. Let's just play the Pledge Mage. So this gives him an opening to kill Kazmina. We could have left up Quandrix Command, but that's alright. I think Kazmina's already done her job. Soaked up 3 damage, scryed twice. So they had what they needed. It's not the end of the world. Kazmina soaked up 6 damage and scryed twice. I'd say that's well worth the low mana cost of 3. If I'd left up the Quandrix Command, I really wouldn't have had that many plays, though. Could have protected Kazmina. It might have been worth it, but I feel like the Quandrix Command likely will be more useful. Could be wrong. We'll find out. So they got rid of shock. So go land, attack. Then we'll play Wormhole Serpent. Could do Vortex Runner and leave up Quandrix Command. That's not bad either, especially since another land makes it unblockable. Doesn't make the best use of mana, however. But it could protect my dudes. Alright, you know what? I'll leave it up. This may not be right. We'll find out. I mean, it counters a Pigment Storm pretty well. Oh, perfect. Well, that couldn't have worked out better. I guessed correctly. Get a removal spell kind of makes sense. It's actually not the best here, but that's alright. Alright, we'll see you for the next one. Alright, I guess this is a keep. Once again, a little bit slow. A little bit 5-drop heavy, but got both colors. I think we're keeping. Alright. Could have been more intimidating. Not too terrible. Uh-oh. Kelpie Guide lets us play 5 drops. I think that's actually better than Pledge Mage, believe it or not. Sure. Uh-oh. 2 on top. I don't like that. Alright, we'll go land, Pledge Mage, pass. Wandering Archaic could be pretty useful here. Could possibly turn off Rise of Extus, so I'm going to do this one even though it lets them get in with the Brackish Trudge. That's too bad for us. Alright, so we'll go land, and can't do this plus this. I can do this plus this, but this plus this doesn't actually save me. But neither does this. So, tough spot. Real tough spot. I don't see a way out of this situation here. I'm not seeing anything that gets us out of this. I mean, they have onboard lethal after I played 2 spells, so I guess that is that. Alright, let's just go to the next one here. Saying it's a little too awkward for my liking. No blue mana, no creatures to mage duel with, 2 5-drops. I think we're probably going to want to do better. This is fine. Probably dump the curve. Land go. So one shy of playing both. Guess we'll play the Serpent. Interesting. So I imagine they have another spell, otherwise they probably wouldn't have let me copy it. Alright, we'll see you for the next one. Yeah, this is a keep. No green mana, but at least like Kelpie Guide can potentially ramp into Archaic, even if we don't get our green mana. Lose Cramp Session. Thankfully, it's not a spell we can cast anyway, so I guess that's okay. think I'll make the trade, actually. I don't have to, but I'm okay with this. Like, I'm probably just following up with a Archaic here. Just to make their instants and sorceries more difficult to do stuff with. And once again, I could have just taken the extra 2 damage, but I don't know. It kind of plays around like Infused with Vitality or other, I don't know, weird combat tricks. I don't exactly need the Drake based on this hand, so I'm alright with it. Just in case, I don't know. Thinking just in case they have removal for Kelpie Guide, because if they do at some point, then I don't know. Like if I could move to attackers and they do something about Kelpie Guide, then I can't cast my Pledge Mage, so this is probably alright. So next turn we can Field Trip plus Mage Duel. Just take the removal. I can just get in for 10. I'm alright with this. They can block and prevent damage, but this is fine. I almost wouldn't want to copy that one, would I? So we can sack the Kelpie Guide, I guess. I probably wouldn't have paid the extra 2 there, and I might have accidentally sacked 2 creatures. Although I guess I would get a Needle Drake back. Not that that's very good. Let's see. Alright, we'll see you for the next one. I don't love this hand, but we'll keep it. I guess Field Trip makes it a little bit better. Could always rip like a Amplimancer or Campus Guide or something to keep us a little busier on turn 2. At least being on the play does make this hand better. So, do we just dig up like a Fractal Summoning? Probably, huh? I assume that's the best. Could do the removal as well, but this is probably fine. Guess we'll just make a 4/4. So oddly enough, we want to do Mage Duel and Serpentine Curve and reverse order here. Unexpected. 2 mana. Oh, that was a good draw. So now we can at least go... Well, got some options here. Guess we can just play... Unfortunately that gets cheaper, doesn't it? That's too bad. Wish I'd Mage Dueled now. That's tricky. So I guess we do probably Imbraham. And then I think I'm just going to take care of this threat now. Could have waited on that, I guess. This is probably okay. Ooh, Flame Painter. So that let him copy Practical Research. It's pretty good. So we can make 2 things unblockable now, which is pretty good. Unfortunately, that's going to be pretty good. And they're going to be able to copy Practical Research or Burying Books. Just going to make this much more challenging. Probably Practical Research to draw for it makes the most sense. Oh, Burying Books, it's not what I expected. I think it's a good trade for us. Unfortunately, they have a lot more action in hand than we do. So let's see, we take 2 plus 6 Xaxes. Alright. Ended up going 4-3. Not bad. It's kind of a nothing special deck, honestly. Going 4-3 with it is really good. Alright. Let's open some packs. Pack one, pick one. Probably... Rip Apart versus Burying Books. Probably the Burying Books. It's monocolor. It fits into more decks. It's good removal. I like Rip Apart a lot too, though. Pack one, pick one. Pretty easy. Mage Hunter's Onslaught. It's just good removal. Pack one, pick one. Pretty easy. Rutha. Just rare, quality, uncommon, legend. All right. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.